doing? And this is our final morning here. It is Saturday, and we've had a great time at the Flock Jayco Owners Family Rally. All right, I'm gonna do my final tour as we get ready to pack up and leave. As you see, some of our neighbors have left. People are preparing to leave now. This was our campsite, dressed up for Halloween, as we're gonna get ready to pack up and go. Our site had full hookup. There's our electric, our sewage, but as you see, our water is all the way on the other side, and it's a shared water. There's Charlie. Look at there. And there's our water, all the way on the other side. Shared. Came with a picnic table, no fire ring. These are gravel sites. I'm gonna kind of take you around the park a little. As you see, as I'm walking, it's just a sea of Jaycos. We got Jayco Eagles. We got Jayco Red Hawks. Jayco North Points. J-Flight. That's the line we have. And as I'm walking, you see, this is the comfort station. It has both washers and dryers, bathrooms and showers. It has a covered area with a picnic table, a Coke machine. It has the rules on the door. It has recliners for you to sit in as you wait on your clothes. It has 2 washers and 2 dryers, a folding table. No smoking is allowed in this facility. And the bathrooms are here. There are 4 bathrooms, 2 down there and 2 here. So they are all handicap accessible. There's a shower, sink, toilet, and there's 2 entrances. That's the entrance we came in, and you can come in through the back. So that is my bathroom tour. We're gonna move on. There's the Class A's, the precepts of the Jaycos. I learned a new term, SOBs. Some other brand. These are the Traveling Browns. So here's other brand. These are the Clean Tank people. And they had their setup here. There's Gabe's Pride. The great thing is I got to use my coupon that I got from All About the Destination meetup only a couple of weeks ago. And this is her rig here by Grand Design. So also in this spot right here, we had more ride. They were doing installation. They had a booth set up, and it was just blue trucks everywhere visiting with everyone. And this was the main tent. There was the stage area. We had concerts, we had our meetings, our seminars, and in the back is where we had dinner. So one of the good things I learned at this Jayco rally is that coming to a owner's rally is a good time to get your things fixed on your RV and to learn some things from others and get it fixed at a reasonable price. So we learned a lot this trip and hope to come back in the future. They have one that's going to be in Tennessee. Hopefully we'll be there and see our fellow flockers. There's the sign. And there's the service center, the RV service center. So when you come, this is also where you check in at for this RV park. One of the things offered at this rally, which we're taking advantage of this morning, is getting your RV and rig truck weighed. So they're gonna be doing that today. We're gonna get it done at about 10:15. I want to show you some of these MORIDE installations. Stabilizer here. A lot of the fifth wheels got the MORIDE pin boxes. There's one right there. There it is, the MORIDE pin box. Got to go on the MORIDE tour, which was very interesting to see how they make the product. And we went on that tour on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we went on the Jayco factory tour. So to go on the motor ride first and then go to Jayco to kind of see how all the pieces go together and they work together to put everything into the RVs, which was pretty cool. When we first got here, it was kind of very cold. I don't do cold well, so I didn't do a lot of walking in the morning because it was too cold for me. But today, it's pretty nice. We're on the last row here at the campground. You can kind of see some more of the auction and flea market section over there. There it is. So there's the flea market area. And you can walk from the campground there. And that's our neighbors we met with their Greyhawk about to leave from Missouri.
All right, it's time to break down camp and hook up the J-Nest. Time to head out. But before we leave the RV park, we're going to get the Jaybird Wade. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun at the Flock Jayco Owners RV Rally. We hope to be at the next one. We gotta gas up Big Charlie before we head out of town. We need to fill up as well, so we're gonna grab lunch at Ben's Soft Pretzels. And yes, it tastes as good as it looks. And now we're officially on our way back home. Let's do a recap of our experiences at the rally and Shipshewana, Indiana.
We're back on the road again.
Yep.
Heading home. So we had a good time. We just finished lunch/breakfast at Uncle Ben's pretzel place.
Yep.
So how'd you like it?
Yeah, it was good. I had the Philly cheese sandwich.
And
style. It was real good. You had the pizza style.
Yes.
And then you had a regular pretzel.
Yeah, I had a cinnamon pretzel. Show my bag.
That's ridiculous. That was good. Yeah, it is, y'all.
Have a good pretzel day.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben.
That's right.
I mean, I said Uncle Ben. It's just beans.
It's just plain bean. Yep.
Ben's pretzels.
Ben's soft pretzels.
Soft pretzel, yes.
That's right. Matter of fact, everything over here was good. I mean, that the rise and roll donut hole. It's just, oh my goodness, that was awesome to me.
Yeah, he ate them all up.
And then that
he had like 2 dozen of them.
You see how my belly poking out? I mean, my belly always poke out, but it's just exceptionally happy now. That Blue Gate buffet, that was good. Goodness, that was ridiculous. And I mean ridiculously good. You know, man, I mean, we ate some stuff up. The rally actually had some pizza, and I can't remember who.
The lady with the insurance. Call 911.
Yeah. But no, I'm talking about who's the pizza.
That's who sponsored it.
Yeah, but the pizza itself.
Company? I don't know. I got a picture with you holding the box, so we'll have to look at that picture.
That's right. But that pizza was awesome. Man, I just.
Then they had a catered dinner, which was really good.
It was good. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's just everything. I don't know if David just because I'm not used to it and he's all that southern stuff. And man, I tell y'all what, you Indiana folks got it going on. The Amish Indiana people for sure. You know, she grew up strong. She grew up right. The Indiana boys on the Indiana nights. That's Tom Petty, just in case y'all don't know.
I didn't know. So how did you enjoy your first camping meetup and Jayco rally, my first Jayco rally, and your first camping meetup?
It was all right. It was all right. And it's not usual for me to not be ready to come home, but I gotta come home and make that money. All right, y'all. We are out. Peace.
Use the right lane to take the I-94 West ramp. And we're back to counting RVs on the road.
Illinois 16.
Survey.
Say hey, baby.
Hello.
That's 38. That's a
Camper van.
yeah. That's 38.
And not too long after that, we crossed into the great state of Illinois.
Illinois.
We bypassed Chicago to the south, but we passed through Chicago Heights on US Highway 30 before heading southbound on Interstate 57.
Turn left onto the I-57 South ramp.
Alright, guys. This is I-57. Familiar territory.
We do have a concern at this point. The harvest house we're wanting to stay at in Salem, Illinois never confirmed our stay. So we're going to push it all the way to Cairo, Illinois and see if anything is available at Fort Defiance State Park.
Take exit 1.
Riding through Cairo, we were just amazed at how abandoned this city is. Well, this town still has some signs of life. We made it to Fort Defiance State Park a little after 6:30 p.m., but the sun had already gone down.
A little too dark to see, so we're going to check it out in the morning, y'all. We're at the confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi River.
It may be too dark to check out the scenery, but it's absolutely the right time to make a campfire.
Roast them wieners, baby.
Now this is what you call living. Good night, everybody.
Look at that sunrise over the Ohio River. This is our campsite. Just beautiful. To be able to step out of your door in the morning and see this view. Just magnificent.
Good morning from Fort Defiance State Park. Let's explore this park and let's check out the confluence of the Ohio River and the mighty Mississippi.
Walking toward the confluence of the Ohio and the Mississippi. And if I pan back around, you'll see the Ohio River Bridge going from Illinois to Kentucky. There's Kentucky.
That's the bridge going over the Mississippi River, which is going into Missouri. Look at this thing. It's going to deck. Nice. The confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi rivers.
There's the Mississippi. There's the Ohio. And this is where they're converging, right at this point right here. If you see, they put a little arrow right down there to show us exactly where the convergence happened. And you just follow that arrow straight, and there it is.
Now let's go down on the river banks of the confluence.
Look at here, we got a little nice sandy area, little beach area right here.
If you look closely, you can make out the merge of the Ohio and Mississippi rivers.
Yeah, just gotta put her foot in something. Look at these barges. It's pushing all that stuff down the river.
This sculpture commemorates the activities of the Lewis and Clark expedition that took place at the confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi rivers in 1803. We walked about a half mile to the entrance to Fort Defiance State Park. This looked like it was an interesting spot back in the day, but now everything is abandoned.
Y'all know I'm a nerd for benchmarks. Mississippi Bridge.
All right, let's head back to the Jaybird so we can get ready to head back home.
Left my back and got left nothing. Left it better than we found it.
Oh yeah. All right, Mississippi River.
And a few seconds later, we crossed over into the big state of Missouri. Just before we ate breakfast at this Huddle House in Charleston, Missouri, we noticed that Big Charlie's tire is considerably low.
All right, y'all. We just had a late start getting back on the road after getting gas. Found out that a tire lost some air on the back driver's side. So
Of the truck.
yeah, the truck.
We thought we had an air tire pressure gauge in the truck. I know I bought one, but we couldn't find it, so we were at Pilot, so we had to get a new tire pressure.
And that's Flying J, baby.
They're Pilots. But anyway, so we bought that. Then we had checked the pressure. It was running about 30 psi.
Yeah.
And we ate breakfast, came back and checked the pressure again. It hadn't lost it. It's still around about 30, right?
Yeah.
We saw the air pressure thing that you pay for. So,
Yeah.
but it was on the side, and then this is a small Flying J pilot.
Flying J.
But anyway,
Just like folks call Darius Rucker, who did he not who did him on? He Darius Rucker, right?
but that's just one of their brand names. Okay. So we went around on the trucker side, and the only way to access that was to go through the diesel fill up. And so there, of course, there was 18 wheelers there, so we had to wait. And we waited, and we pulled up, and you know, the 18-wheeler driver had pulled up to the line so he could go into the store. And we pulled up, and we could barely get there. He was looking at us, and I said, "Hey, we got a flat tire. We need to get some air." He was like, "Oh, you can get free air right over there." Did we know that? No. But truckers are so nice. So he helped us with finding the free air, and also he gave us some more information. And guess what? Guess what, Julie? He's from Clarksdale.
Clarksdale, Mississippi in the house, y'all.
Yes. But then while we was, Julie, while you was filling up the air, discovered, what else did you discover?
Had a boat missing off our
Propane
tank. That holds the propane tank to the whatever that thing is
Keep it
called.
stable while you're driving.
Yeah, keep it locked in.
Yeah,
while
we
you
don't know
drive.
what that's called. Julian was like, "Okay, we need to go in there and buy a screw." Shalisa, you need to go in there and buy a screw. Well, Shalisa don't know what size screw to buy. I was
Julian doesn't know either.
So I was like, "I think you need to do that." Because I was like, "What if I buy the wrong screw?" I don't know.
One screw, and then you messed me up because I probably would have just got the darn thing.
I don't
You know,
know.
like there's only one.
I thought screws come in different sizes. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
but I think it's kind of standard when you're dealing with truck and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is.
So what we bought, what you get, finally decide to get.
Zip tire. Well,
And zip ties work for everything. And you want to know the crazy thing? We got tons of zip ties at home. But guess what we don't have with us?
Half a mile.
Yeah.
Take exit
Screws, zip ties, and a tire gauge. Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
We're going to have to do better. We're doing better. We're going to go home, do an inventory, and we're going to be better prepared for the next trip.
Yeah.
But even through it all, what can we say? Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Because it's been an awesome trip, and He has truly blessed us.
Continue on I-55 South for 134 miles.
Even with all that going on,
Yeah.
we were not frustrated. Went in there and had a nice breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Still having a good time.
Even heard our pastor on
Yes.
Facebook Live. So.
Which is Happy Pastor Appreciation. We love you, Brother Lane.
Sure
Yes,
will.
we do. And you did a great job, Brother Gaither Keys. Very good sermon.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Well, before we get off, I want to give a big shout out to our youngest son, because he stepped up and he has came down to help with the pastor's appreciation, and we are proud of him because he got a ring yesterday. He got some bling bling for the Hardin. What did they get? They're conference champions.
But it comes Oh, okay.
In baseball.
Conference champions. I thought they just
What were they?
I can't.
They got a ring.
Anyway, yeah, they got recognized. The Hardin baseball team got recognized with a ring from the NCAA. So
Yes.
that's all good. That's
So
all
that,
good.
yeah, I seen a picture of him with his bling, his finger heavy there.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
All right, y'all.
All right.
On down this road.
Out. Peace.
Peace.
This indeed turned out to be a great trip, even with the issues. We counted some more RVs.
Say hey.
Crossed back over the mighty Mississippi,
Welcome to Tennessee.
passed by a Class C up in the air,
Put your RV up there.
and eventually made it back to the SIP, and finally back home on this final 242-mile leg of this epic Jaybird journey. Our cat amigo is happy to see us, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Please make us happy as well by clicking that like button, and please consider subscribing to our channel. And we'll definitely appreciate it if you share this video with everyone you know. We're the Traveling Weekenders, Team CJP, and these are the Jaybird Journeys. Take care, and as always, be blessed. Peace.